Hi, this is Jim Hodges from Reading, and today I'm here with Fernandez, who's an AVP at Allot. Ankle, why do we need network-based security when there are already so many security point solutions out there today?
We don't understand those solutions are as conflicting one versus complementary ones, working together in order to provide an end-to-end security experience to the end user. We need to move from the traditional approach of protecting the device to a more holistic approach where we are protecting the user. So as such, we need a tiered approach in terms of security where we need different solutions working together in order to provide this end-to-end experience. And let me just give you one example. If we have one user, this user wants to be protected when he is connected in a Wi-Fi network, in a coffee shop as an example. But at the same time, we need this user to be protected on all his IoT devices. For the first one, we will need the endpoint. For the second one, we will need a network-based solution which is protecting IoT devices. The trick is to make them work together to provide this huge seamless experience to the end user. A significant difference between endpoint security and network-based security is that while in the traditional endpoint security, the adoption rate is very small, what we see in network-based security, because of the nature of the solution, frictionless activation, or all the awareness tools that we provide to our customers to prove the value of the service, we get to very high adoption rates. What is very high adoption rates? We see in our customers adoption rates between 30, 40, or even 50% in some of the cases.
So maybe you can explain what the difference between DNS based services from network based services.
DNS solutions are by nature inspecting a small percentage of the traffic in the internet, while network-based solutions inspect all the traffic. As such, DNS solutions have limited visibility of what's going on between the subscriber or the user and the internet. Let me just give you one example. We have run a number of tests and analysis on threats on the internet, and particularly what we've seen in the IoT space is that a significant percentage of those threats are not using at all the DNS of the CSP or are not using at all DNS solutions. As such, those threats will not be detected by DNS-based solutions. Another dimension is particular offerings like, as an example, parental control, where DNS solutions are easily bypassed by kids in this case by making use of different technologies, and on the other hand, network-based technologies are very difficult to bypass.
Does the growing trend of encryption adoption, does that really kind of render network-based security obsolete?
That's a very good question, and the answer is no. It's just a matter of applying new and different technologies on filtering the traffic in the internet. Well, it's still true that using the traditional technologies we can filter out most of the threats, even on encrypted traffic, is the adoption of new technologies like machine learning or artificial intelligence, which will give us this last step in order to be able to provide full protection for the subscriber.
And also, why do you think the consumers and businesses would rely on service providers to help them manage their security requirements?
Okay, there's not a clear answer for that. However, we have an answer ourselves. What is the reality is that as of today, consumer and businesses, they understand they have a big problem. All their activities depend on the internet, but at the same time, they are aware of all the threats out there. We have conducted our own surveys to understand what is his reaction and where he will be looking for answers. And the conclusion of those surveys is that a vast majority, and we're talking over 50 or 60% of them, will look at the CSP as the provider of that security in the network. That seems to be aligned with the vision of some leading CSPs, which are considering security as a major attribute of the network, together with coverage, latency, or bandwidth, in the sense that the end user is expecting the network to provide that security itself, and as such it becomes a huge revenue opportunity for CSPs.
Ankel, thank you. Interesting discussion. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the rest of the years to come with related to IoT security.